going to show how to make a large herbal poultice. This is the size that you would use for the shoulder area, or if you were doing a back facial treatment and wanted to involve an herbal poultice in that. You are going to take a large sheet about this size. I like to take sheets and cut them up to use for this purpose. And what you're going to do is you're going to decide which herbs you want in the poultice. I usually like to involve some chamomile and some lavender. These are your staples. When you're first starting out working with herbal poultices, you don't want to buy too much or too many different herbs. You want to start out small and get about 6 different herbs and work with that, and then later incorporate other ones. For this one, I'm doing lavender, which is very calming, chamomile, which is calming, and just a little bit of peppermint for some stimulation, just a cooling effect to the skin. So once I have bundled these up in a ball, you are going to fold in. Then you are going to grab and make a ball with your fist. Now, you're going to turn it. Now, some people prefer to use other little pieces of fabric, but you can also quickly use just rubber bands. You're just going to bundle it up. You're going to twist and put another rubber band. Now this is going to be your handle. This is going to be what you use to hold on to it. You can also fold it under, and this helps to ensure that none of the water that's going to be in there seeps out. Now when you are doing this in massage, what I prefer to do is to get a bowl, put them in my hot towel cabinet with a little bit of water, and let it soak and get warm. And then once it's gotten warm and you're ready for your massage, you're going to get this out of your hot towel cabinet and you're going to wring some or a lot of the water out, because you need the herbs to be damp but not soaking wet. And what's also good is while this is soaking in your hot towel cabinet with the water, you can use that water because it has all the minerals and herbs extracts in the water, and you can use that on the skin as well. And you can also use it for later facials, which is also a good idea. But this is the perfect size for using on the shoulders. It should fit in the palm of your hand. And you can use it on the shoulder area, which I'll show you later, and you can use it on the back. This is a larger one. Now, in order to make a smaller poultice for a facial, which I like to use if someone is having some sinus issues, peppermint is great because it helps open up the sinus areas. A little bit of lavender, and eucalyptus is great. For this, you're just going to do a small little bit. You want to mix the herbs up, because whatever is down below That's the only thing that's really going to touch the skin. That's why you need to mix it up. So again, you're just going to fold it, then bring it up. And as you're twisting, you're going to tie. Now you can use many different materials. I prefer just taking, of course, unused sheets. Just a flat fitted sheet that you can get, and jersey knit is really good for holding in the material. You can also use t-shirt material, and you can use that, the sheets, for the back and shoulders. For the face, you may want to use unbleached cheesecloth, which would be really good. And then again, you're going to fold it down. You're going to soak this in a bowl. And this way it is good because you can use this on smaller areas around the face and the sinus cavity area, which I will show you in just a little bit. Now there are this is a piece of unbleached cheesecloth that, again, I said you can use to make an herbal poultice. Just be a little cautious though, because there are little holes in it, or weaves, that kind of make it a little bit more open for some of the herbs to kind of poke through. And sometimes it's not very comfortable for the client. But if you're working with unbleached cheesecloth, which I prefer, you can also make teas with this, where you can take your herbs, put them in here, and make a good sized poultice. Put this in boiling water, let it boil, and then just let it sit for an hour or two. And you can use that water in your facials. You can make toners with it, different things like that. For this next part, I'm going to show you that you can also use different clays or other products. Here we have coconut milk powder, which is great for very dry skin. We have oatmeal powder as well, and we have rice powder. Rice powder is really good as a skin brightener and a lightener. Oatmeal is very good for someone that has rosacea, has had a chemical peel, and you need to calm their skin down. But when you're working with different powders, you need to use a thicker material, because when you do put it on the skin, you don't want a lot of the herbs to poke through, or the material to come out. So for this one, I would make this for a client that is dry, dehydrated, and just needs some added moisture and calming to their skin. So again, you are just going to fold and this one's going to be a small one, and you can, if you want to, make a larger one to cover the whole face, probably about this size, or a little bit smaller would cover the whole face. And again, you're just going to tie it. You are going to soak this in your hot towel cabinet in a bowl of water. And with this one, it's very important that you wring it out to where it's the clay or the powder is just moist, because you don't want it running down the side of their face. But like I said, you can use different types of herbs and also powders. These are great ways to introduce new things to your clients and also to help them with different ailments such as dry, dehydrated skin, your sinus remedies, things like that.